Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm Jocy.
And we are third year media arts students at St Mary's University in Twickenham.
And we decided to make this video to tell you a bit about the course and why you should pick media arts at St Mary's. So Amy, why did you pick to do media arts at St Mary's?
Well, it was quite a difficult decision when I was looking at media arts courses, media studies courses, because a lot of universities did mostly theory, and I wanted to be able to have theoretical knowledge but also a practical understanding that I could apply in the industry when I finally graduated. And St Mary's was the only university that I found that gave you that wide spectrum of everything you could do, and you could mould the course to what you wanted it to be.
That was a big factor in why I picked it. I really liked the idea of the course at St Mary's, again because it was so split between the practical and theory, but also because of the opportunities to tailor it to yourself. I think this course is the only one that I've found where you actually get to pick modules in your first year.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to any other people at uni who were able to do that. I mean, in first year it was all compulsory for them, but we were picking modules within a few months.
Yeah, I felt
which
really
was
lucky
brilliant.
that way.
Yeah, definitely.
I think one of the most important things when I was choosing which university to go to was the lecturers. And at St Mary's, they were the only lecturers I'd met who said they had an open door policy,
Definitely.
which is completely true. In the whole 3 years that I've been here, I can go to any one of my lecturers at any time and say, "Are you busy? Can I just pick your brain about something?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, come on, have a seat," sort of thing. And I don't know anyone at any other university who has that. All of my lecturers know me by name.
And that was one of the reasons why I picked it, again because of that, but I think that stems from the fact that it's such a small university. I mean, we've only just got 4,000 students here, and I mean, maybe it's not for everyone, but it was definitely for me to come to a community rather than a campus with 30,000 people, and it is so reflected in the style of teaching and how you interact with your lecturers. It really is different to anything that I've heard about in other universities.
I completely agree. You get such a supportive atmosphere here, not just from the lecturers but also from the other students, because it's so small.
It's personal.
You all know each other, so you can all help each other in everything,
Definitely.
which is it's a fantastic experience. So we do get the opportunity to mix up theory and practical. So what was one of your favourite theory modules that you did?
I really loved a music module that I did last year called Music, Culture and Technology. It was brilliant. It was really different to any other module I've done in that instead of doing just essays, we also had to keep a blog, which was really suited to me because I love blogging. Even though it's a theory module, we still got to listen to music and watch video clips.
I think my ultimate favourite theory module was the Disney module.
So brilliant.
It actually has a really long title, but let's just call it Disney now. We did get a field trip to Disneyland Paris, which was amazing.
Best weekend
It was
ever.
fantastic. But aside from that, even the content of the course, it was very complicated. There were a lot of different theoretical things to get.
Don't think
your
you
head
can
around.
pick Disney and it just be fun.
No, it was fun, but there was a lot of hard work in it. But the
Definitely.
lecturer who we had really had a passion for the subject, and I think that was definitely reflected in our work then, because then we
Got enthusiastic.
it sort of rubbed off on us, I think, and I think that must have been why I enjoyed it so much.
So that covers the theory. What about practical?
So difficult because I've loved all of the practical modules
same
as
here,
well.
actually.
Because obviously you get to pick what you want to do. I've loved radio because I've really enjoyed learning all about sound. It's such a complicated thing
Really
to get
is.
your head around, actually. Even when I did video, which I also loved, sound was one of the most difficult things I found, and I really think that my skills have excelled in that. Definitely the magazines module as well that we did. We got to create a magazine, and we also had to do a research piece with it as well. And we had to use Photoshop and InDesign and just learn all of these skills, and we had fantastic technical support throughout all of that, and I was really proud of my final magazine.
Yeah. My favourite would probably have to be online broadcasting, which I actually only finished doing a couple of days ago. It might have actually been my favourite module I've ever done because I literally got to do every single element of every practical module that I've done. We got to incorporate. I got to do video editing, I got to do filming, I got to do some Photoshop, and I got to do presenting, and it's literally everything that I've loved to do for years and years all got rolled into one module. It was, I think another reason it was my favourite is because it was so current. We are using state-of-the-art equipment, literally the same stuff that they're using at Sky, BBC, and now just knowing that I can use that stuff, it kind of makes you feel a bit more confident about going into the wide world. I don't know, did you find that with using Photoshop and InDesign?
Definitely. I feel like now I have a bit of a portfolio that I've built up, that at media studies courses that are more theory-based, students doing those sort of courses at other universities won't have. So I feel like I'm a bit of a step up.
Exactly.
I'm a little bit ahead now, I feel.
Because we don't just have the theory or just the practical. We have the theory to back up the practical and the practical to support the theory. So it really is the best of both worlds. So why would you recommend St Mary's? If you just had to sum it up, what would you say to pitch St Mary's to someone?
I've really enjoyed my time here, and there has been no point where I've thought this isn't for me. I've had fantastic support from my lecturers, and the technical support. All of the staff here are amazing. And I think that in itself is something that you should definitely consider.
Definitely.
Because that is rare at university.
And there's going to be times when you're struggling, inevitably, and you need to know that there are people you can go to. And I've never felt like that isn't the case here.
Definitely. And I think that the skills that we've learnt are completely relevant today. I've definitely had an amazing experience at St Mary's, and I think that is because it's quite small. I've got a fantastic friendship group now, and I just feel really lucky.
I would completely agree with all of that. I've had an amazing time. I've loved it so much that I'm actually staying on to do an internship next year, so they really can't get rid of me even if they did want to.
I'm really sad that I'm leaving. I really am.
It's just been so brilliant. I mean, it's been so much more than a point of education. It's been a community. We enjoy staying late into the night to finish our work, and to be honest, I think that speaks volumes. The fact that at the end of the day we are happy to sit here till 11 p.m. doing work, hanging out with our friends and knowing that we're here, I think that speaks volumes. If you are considering a media degree at university, I would wholeheartedly recommend you pick Media Arts at St Mary's, and maybe we will see you in September.